Hey everyone, welcome back to the Zone Friends. Today we're going to be discussing video games and just gaming consoles, since the PS5 and the new Xbox are coming out. So I wanted to discuss like each of our first console memories and Kolo, you can start. What was yours?
So my earliest, I would say, is definitely like Super Nintendo, but my most favorable is definitely PS2.
PS2 is a classic. What games did you play on the Super Nintendo?
Super Nintendo, so I had like Power Rangers, I had original Mortal Kombat, I had the first Donkey Kong. Like I had everything. I had a lot growing up as a kid, and then from there I had like Nintendo 64. I had Pokemon for that. I had the next Donkey Kong for that. I had Mario, like Mario's World, the original. Well, Mario 64. That shit was clap. And then eventually I got up to the PS1. I had like Casper, Resident Evil, and then PS2 is like where I stayed there for like 10 years, no lie.
Like everybody was like stuck on the PS2 for like a decade at least.
It has the most classics.
And then Irvin, what console did you start off with?
I think it was 64 because I did have Super.
No.
I still have it. I still have it in my closet right now. I'll pull that right now.
Who gave you the 64?
Prove it.
I bet we stopped this whole.
No. Who gave you the 64?
My mom.
Oh, because I'm thinking you never had a gaming console until the Xbox One.
No, that's cap.
He actually had a gaming console. He had a GameCube before.
Yo. Let me get into it. So I remember I probably had a very select amount of games.
Right.
Because I was stuck on Sonic and I was stuck with Mario 64. From there, I got GameCube. GameCube, probably my most favorite game, Pokemon XD.
So if you had Sonic early back then, that means you had like a Sega console, unless you had Sonic on the PS2.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Sonic on the PS2 because he said
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. You know what it is? I'm starting to think
we might have had Sonic Heroes on the PS2.
Dude, we'll get back to that game.
We'll get back. So from there, I had GameCube. I had Star Fox Assault, which I probably borrowed from Javon sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly
Pokemon XD.
Star Fox. I usually used to go to Star Fox game, bro.
I still had Mario as well on GameCube, and then from there I went to PS2. So I guess I missed an entire generation in PS, the original PlayStation.
I mean, PS1 was good. Like I had the PS1, but like I feel like the necessity was the PS2. That was the PlayStation.
Well, yeah, but the PS2 is like the next level. Like,
yeah,
obviously, like it was supposed to be better, but like the PlayStation 1 when it first came out, it had a lot of classics on it. Like people probably didn't play the PS2 came out because it had backwards compatibility, but like
that's what I'm saying.
PS1, like Final Fantasy, the original one was on there. That's like an iconic game.
Freaking what Kolo mentioned it earlier. I had it too. Resident Evil had a bunch of Resident Evil. Yeah. And I remember playing Mega Man on that. Like that was like my favorite game on the PS1.
Yo, I used to play this fucking game. I think it was either Mega Man R. It was on the fucking 64, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that game was like I got stuck on it. I forget. Like,
I did have a Game Boy. I completely forgot about that.
Urban had a lot of handhelds.
I had a lot of handhelds.
Handhelds count as consoles. I hope you guys understand.
Oh, okay.
They're very important.
Yeah, then if handhelds count, dude, I had a crap ton of consoles.
I had everything.
Exactly.
I only had one handheld, and it was my PSP.
I knew it was gonna be
that PSP.
Nah, I had PSP.
Because I had Need for Speed, and I think I had like 2 other games, but I used to like fiend Need for Speed Underground.
I used to have like
every single night. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, it was the best game in the world.
All right,
you see,
what
and then I got the PS2, and then from there, the games that stick out to me, I think it was the original God of War because I definitely had that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I had Amazing Spider-Man. Chill out. Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man 1, you couldn't touch the ground for some reason. That's what
couldn't.
Spider-Man 1 is super underrated though.
It's very underrated.
If you go play it now, it's actually a really good game. But
true. I played it like when I was
2 is better. 2 is better because, first of all, 2 is the reason why we have Spider-Man PS4.
Iconic. You can touch that. It's iconic, bro. You can go wherever you want. And then what other games do you remember, Irvin?
You know what it is? Those are the only ones I really remember because after that, I remember it was my younger sister's like.
You didn't play SmackDown or anything? SmackDown versus Raw?
Oh, I did have that. Yeah, yep, I did.
Let's bring it with like.
And then I think I had one 2K title. That was it. Before 2K was actually good.
I told y'all, 2K was trash until 2K.
It really used to
We'll
be
get back to
trash.
that. But for me,
I
But
will
that is
always
it.
say,
And then I didn't have
Get
a
it,
console
we don't
for
get it.
another 10 years. So I probably was 8 or 9. My younger sister dropped some cake into the console. They said, you know what? No more console for you. You got to get it. So I had to wait till I was like 19.
Yeah, a lot of like
and
a
then
lot
and
of
then I got my
random,
Xbox
his
One.
consoles broke in the most random ways.
I'm not gonna lie, my PS1 broke because my little sister was like 3 at the time, and she was like painting over it, bro. Because she was in preschool, so she just started. It was white, so it was like a blank
Yeah.
canvas, and you start painting over it. But that was
One
the
time-
first console.
One time I got PS2. I don't know. I was playing either God of War 2. I forget what I was playing, bro, but I pulled the remote too hard and the whole freaking thing fell off
Woo!
like a big
Those
ass.
wired
Wait, was
controllers.
I there for that? Was I there for
No,
that?
I was home alone that time. It broke. I was so mad, bro.
Bro, those wired controllers, bro. Those are not it. But the blue one was fire. The blue one was fire.
Honestly.
All right, but since we're on the topic, my first console was the Nintendo 64. I remember playing 007. I think it was GoldenEye, and those controls, like if you try to play them today, they're like really hard. Like to control the Nintendo 64, the whole joystick and everything, to go up and down and aim at the same time, you have to be a skilled assassin. And then like I had Mario and everything. I already mentioned Mega Man for the PS1, Resident Evil and stuff like that. But then like for PS2, like the games that stick out for me was, first of all, I feel like I just had every game in the world on PS2. Like Burnout, I had everything. Like Madden, I had NFL Game Day, Spider-Man 2, like everything in the world on PS2. And in my eyes, I believe it's the GOAT console just because of the impact and everything that's still going on today because of it. I did have a GameCube, but
I'll challenge that later.
I didn't really play the GameCube that much. Like I had it, like I had like True Crimes on and everything. But like it's crazy because I wasn't an Xbox guy, but I left PS2 once the original Xbox came out.
Exactly.
Like, bro, I don't know what happened. Like that console was crazy, man. I
Wait,
felt like it was big. What was it?
Didn't the original Xbox came out with the same year? No, it was. I know it was in the same console generation as
It was the
PS2,
same
right?
generation. It came out in 2002, I believe, and then
Which was much later than what
PS2.
the original release date. Yeah,
PS2 released actually 20 years ago today, so it's 2000.
PS2 is like
and that's why it was so dominant.
old and reliable.
It had 2 years.
It was one of the first consoles I think that had online too.
Xbox was the first one to have online.
Well, PS2 had like a port for it. I think Xbox had like the first had like an online like official service. Like
yeah, like
Xbox
official servers.
PS2 had.
All Xbox, like with the Halo 2 and everything. That's another iconic game. Like the whole Halos in the beginning, that's what like really got it started with like online multiplayer, rank play, and stuff like that. And then you get to the 360.
Yeah, Halo's kind of where MOG started. Yeah, that's
it's
pretty
a
much
pioneer
where it
for
started.
it.
It's like every like famous like big like
Gamer at that time.
nowadays has some kind of past in Halo. Like you look at Ninja, like Ninja literally has like a past like playing Halo and shit.
It basically what's jump started the world of esports in a way, because like before Halo, like people weren't really thinking about it like that. And
True. Like the competitive scene was definitely. I feel like at some point it was dominated by
it was-
like PC just because of
I
LAN
will
battles
say
on like CS:GO and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like if you really wanted to get like technical, competitive shooters really started freaking in them LAN parties and like
yeah, of course, yeah.
some like 19-year-old's basement, bro.
They all had things on for them.
make like a freaking crazy ass switch, dude.
Exactly.
And they all just play fucking CS:GO, but like it really developed later on when like big games like Halo, and then later on Modern Warfare 2, and then after that, like nowadays it's like
Those Xbox.
now it's battle royales and shit, you know, like Apex and Fortnite.
I don't like battle royale. It's not me. I like multiplayer.
It's I think battle royale is more for like hardcore people because it's like
All
like
for one.
like regular like shooters you can hop on and you can just it's all about like teamwork. It's like much bigger. It's like a lot less of a risk.
Yeah,
You know,
battle
like,
royale. You dead?
Battle royale, it's like
Well,
you're
no, I
doing
wouldn't
four other
even. I
dudes
wouldn't
and,
even
like,
say
a
that.
group of motherfuckers, bro. And if you die, that's really it, bro.
Nah, I wouldn't even necessarily say that because I play a lot of Warzone. You know what I'm saying? Especially at night. Last couple of months, I've been playing a lot of Warzone, and the group of guys I play with, you know what I'm saying? There's a crazy team dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You have to do a lot of
Oh
call
no,
outs.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but you can't
have
hop
to
on
understand,
alone and
the
expect to
stakes
like.
are way higher in Battle Royale. It's way
Right.
higher.
The multiplayer,
Because
you could
if
just
I die and like when the biggest shooter I played was like MW3. I was like really freaking into that game. I think we all were at a point.
Yeah, no, we all-
MW3.
Like,
Yeah.
like we were the group, dude. It was like me, fucking Kane over here, and fucking
Matt.
yes, redacted.
Love it.
Oh damn. But anyway.
But we were all like nice. We were all like crazy nice, and like for me, like whenever I died in that game, I bet I'm gonna just freaking spawn back in.
Exactly.
Like in Battle Royale, dude, you get shot, bro. That's a whole nother level of fear, bro. Like, oh shit, someone's there. Like, I was
Especially
playing
if all your
Fortnite on
team's
PC.
down and you're the only one that's left. They're like, bro, you
Yeah.
gotta save us. Don't be pussy. And you're like, bro, it's 4-on-1. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, I was like playing Fortnite on PC, bro. Oh my god, bro. The level of freaking seriousness these dudes had, bro. Like, dude made a whole fucking tower in like 3 seconds. I'm like, yep.
Bro, the building aspect of all that stuff and then move, like shooting, building, all that stuff all in one, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. But then how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about the Xbox 360 generation with the PS2? Like, was the PS3 better than the Xbox, or do you think that's?
Oh, you mean like the PS3 versus Xbox 360?
Yeah, just that, like that exclusive.
Oh no, Xbox 360 takes that.
It's
Like it was established
Really?
that Xbox 360 was the better console. I will say that. PS3's online sucked. It was always down.
getting hacked. Getting hacked.
Well,
It was always
they
getting
still do to
hound.
this
It
day.
had the fan of death. You know, when you pound on your PS3, that shit sounded like a fucking.
Hey, we
Oh,
had
you
the
talking
Red Dead
about
Death.
that? We had the
Yeah,
Red
bro,
Dead.
like,
Red Dead Death.
listen, I loved the PS3, dude. I loved it. When it first came out, I was all in Team Sony. I was like a freaking Sony point.
Damn.
But I look back on it, bro, and it really wasn't that great. I'm sorry. I had way better experiences with the Xbox. I had, like, first of all, Xbox had Xbox Live Party Chat, bro.
They had everything.
They had everything. We all have very fond memories of Xbox Live Party Chats.
Most
Literally,
people that's on PS4, they probably started on the Xbox 360. That's what
Honestly.
happened.
And if we're talking strictly Xbox 360, listen, man, the amount of games I had for that system, the amount of bonds I have made through those
that
parties,
man had a crazy
Friends
like-
came from
Yo,
Xbox
like
360.
if listen, if you started on PlayStation and you come and you watch our videos, look, you don't understand the things we had to go through. I've had to trek through real warfare in these party chats. All right, it's crazy out here. All right?
Yeah, if
Even
you,
to this day, it
yeah,
still gets crazy online.
Modern Warfare lobbies, we all know. We all know.
We don't want to talk about them.
Yo,
I've
wait.
heard some. You know what's crazy? Someone who has like the worst experience told me a story where they went on like a party like a regular lobby, and some dude was like, "Yo, I have people hanging in my family. I mean, I have people in my family, right?" And he's like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're still hanging." And he meant like they're still like, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cool it.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff
PG
that was going
it's a
down in
PG
the
stream.
lobbies, right?
Yo,
stream.
Them lobbies were
Why
did
can't I
not
stop
last
laughing, though?
day, okay? Cancel culture and everything, nah, bro. They'll IP ban. Nah, they'll find your IP. They'll find your Twitter. Yeah, the minute you talk, bro, it's over.
But
See, that
Devon,
can't happen nowadays.
but the thing about that time period is that
They
now
still
it
do happen.
reflects, and we can think about how the Xbox is better. But back then, everybody swore the PS3 was better, bro. They're like, "Oh, PS3."
I will admit that. I was one of those people who'd be like, "Man, Xbox sucks, bro." Funny thing is, I had an Xbox at the time. It was so
'Cause here's the
stupid. I
thing.
had this I had an Xbox for like a year, right?
I remember.
It was the
Ramon.
newest Xbox, right? I got the Gears of War edition, like Connect version.
Oh, I think I know. Oh, with the Connect and
I
everything.
still remember
Yeah,
that
like
because
that,
every
right?
time we turned it on, it made the sounds. Yep. Remember
Yeah.
that one?
Yep.
Oh, man, the Connect.
Yo,
Yeah,
I fucking
Hamon.
loved that shit, right? But like, you know what's crazy? Like, I still defended PS3 mad hard. I defended it. And then it wasn't until I really looked back on like the PS3, like, first of all, when people first got the PS3, you know how Xbox had the red rings?
Mhm.
PS3 had like the
Didn't
yellow
you get
light.
one?
They saw that yellow light, bro. You had to return that shit.
Bro, I'm sorry. I feel like Xbox had mad defects. I had an Xbox. Bro, if you held it up, the ring was around the disc.
Xbox, like, first of all, the 3 rings of death was like a ventilation problem. You couldn't have the fucking Xbox with any like space, bro. You had like a book on that shit, dude. Your Xbox was done.
So, Irvin, the TV you have on your current Xbox, buddy, yeah. Could have been done.
See, the thing is, the thing about Irvin is Xbox learned with their new edition. All right, we're not finna do that shit.
Right.
Like, fix that shit. Like it's good.
Bro.
But you know, we're already talking about the next generation. Y'all want to go into that next generation?
No, chill.
I just gotta say,
no. I got one
my
thing.
360 in a drawer, in a bureau. I had it in a drawer. I'd open up the drawer to play it, bro. So you can tell it had no ventilation or anything like that, bro. And I was getting rings. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting rings, but I was Xbox for life.
Yo, I remember because I actually didn't have the generation, but I remember one day I came to Hamon's house.
Yeah.
And this nigga had the red ring on his Xbox, and he started screaming.
Yo, niggas was getting hyped to play like video games.
Bro,
I was
he
like,
was
yo, I got the
screaming.
new games, co-op. I used to invite you to all
There's
the
a co-op.
right?
Exactly.
And the minute you turn on your console, nigga, you see the red ring of death, bro. Yo, now I'm walking to the park tight as fuck to play ball, nigga.
Bro,
Like, yo.
because you have PTSD, bro. I remember my friend, he called me.
Yo,
he turned on his Xbox. He started screaming, Janice, I got the red ring. I'm like, yo.
Yo, this shit was like COVID, bro. Niggas used to go to school. Niggas had the red ring.
2 times.
Yo, you didn't want to go to school.
2 times.
No, I had that
got
shit
the
3
red
times.
rings of death. All
Yeah,
right.
you
My
did
dad
have
had to replace
This
my
is why
Xbox.
I'm not gonna lie. The biggest reason why I thought Xbox was ass was because I had 3 times. I went to 3 Xboxes, right? I originally got the Xbox in 2006, I believe, Xbox 360.
Right.
I got it for Christmas. No, actually, no. I have it wrong. I think my brother got his for Christmas, and I ended up later getting another one.
Right.
But that Xbox, 3 times I went through the red ring of death. I had to send it to Microsoft.
And you had ventilation too.
They
You had
never fixed the
ventilation.
damn issue. I was like, yo, I swear to God, if I catch this red ring of death, as soon as I was gonna freaking work a summer job.
9-year-old dude's about to work a summer job.
Yo, I was so mad, bro. But then I got the Kinect version, and they just fixed that issue in the Kinect.
The black one, right? That Xbox was really elite. Like, no PS3 was touching that. Like, that Xbox, the last version of 360 was really elite. It was way ahead of its time.
One thing we're not mentioning about PlayStation, like the reason why people thought it was so dominant is like PlayStation had free online, guys.
At the time.
Yeah, it had
Like,
free
right
online.
at the time, like PlayStation
But
3 was elite because you could just go on and you're online for free so long as you had Wi-Fi. Like, you might as well be a
I didn't
PC
like
player at that point.
I mean, but if it was about free, then of course, but it's all about quality. PlayStation was free, but that shit was down all the fucking time, and ain't
Bro,
nobody
you
was
was
playing
getting
on
this
them
shit
servers.
hacked.
Factual.
Motherfucker, nobody was playing on them servers, bruh. You try to get all right. Ask any nigga try to get a open lobby, dog, at any of the PS3 games, bruh. Them shits was dead.
And if you did, your shit got
After
hacked.
like 3 weeks, them shits was dead, bruh.
You know how many people like, bro, I lost all my shit in Modern Warfare.
Didn't mad people's credit cards get hacked?
Yep.
Mad people's shit got ducks on the PS3.
I'm like, why would you trust Sony
Yo.
over Microsoft, who's a software company? You know what? You deserve it, bro. You deserve it. That's what I used to tell
Yeah,
people.
but, we talking a lot of shit to Sony. All right, but I think it's time we hand them the W, okay? Because it's about to get real slow for Microsoft. All right, let's cue this. Actually, you know who's been real quiet? We haven't been talking about them. It's just Nintendo. We need to hand them a couple L's too, bruh. So Nintendo, that Wii U, bruh. That Wii U.
The Wii U is better than the Wii. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Cap. Now, the Wii was actually really good.
No,
The
the
problem is
Wii
that
was good.
the Wii was good,
U,
but they didn't have any. They didn't have a successor.
Yeah.
And when the successor came out, it was already too late.
Nah, the Wii U, I don't care, bro. I put it in the same like PlayStation.
The PS Vita.
I put it in that section, bro. That shit was
I
trash.
forgot about
PS
the
Vita,
PS.
the PS U, we don't talk about it.
I will say, the
That shit's trash.
next generation. We'll go on to the next generation right now. All right. First of all, we gotta ask Xbox what happened, bro.
No, we have to ask
discuss
Nintendo
this
what
third
happened.
generation. Like,
No,
I'm
we
mad
have
I
to-
got an Xbox One. I'm not gonna cap, bro. I feel like I took
Xbox,
no reason.
no,
Why is
we gotta
Netflix
talk
like your
about-
best game, bro?
Huh?
Why is Netflix Xbox's best game? Ain't got no games on the Xbox, bro. How did I had the Xbox for like ever since it launched. It's been like what?
I've had it for 7 years myself. Yeah.
7 years, right?
Yeah.
We all got an Xbox. You got JJ got an Xbox first. You got an Xbox first, and then we all followed suit. It's because JJ got an Xbox. Well, we all got an Xbox. JJ and Khalil got an Xbox, and JJ got it. So we were all like, okay, these two
Hey,
got
Khalil
Xbox
didn't pay
One.
for his.
Let's
Khalil
fuck
didn't
it.
pay
Yeah.
for
I got
it.
mine for free.
Look
Go
at a
ahead.
sugar daddy.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yo,
matter.
sick.
He has.
He got a sugar
You
daddy,
can
bro.
say all you want. He got it for free, but he got it though. So everybody was like, I bet you got Khalil. So everybody was like, word, let's just go to Xbox.
Parties were lit though. Parties were
Party
lit.
was lit. I will say this
Those
right
snow
now.
days?
The best, my top favorite games on Xbox was Xbox Live Party Chat and Netflix. Those are the only two games I really fucked with, bro. Like there was really like nothing on the Xbox. Okay, maybe I like what was that shit? Sunset Overdrive, bro. I played that shit for, like that was the first week it launched, bro. It didn't have no games
I
after that.
swear, at the launch, Destiny was free. I swear to
Yo.
you, Destiny was free.
It doesn't matter if Destiny's
No,
free
it doesn't
because you still
matter.
have to pay for the DLC.
Bro, I bought Destiny, right, for $60, and I couldn't
What?
play the game.
You bought it for what?
I bought it for $60. No, like this was around the time it came out. The first Destiny, it came out, and I couldn't play the game.
That shit's out.
I don't know because I didn't have an expansion. I guess you had to buy an expansion or something. I just couldn't play the game. I was like, this game is trash, bro.
Oh wait, there was another game. It was Warframe. Warframe, bro. Everybody know Warframe.
What? Listen,
I've
Warframe.
never touched it.
Warframe
Never
is
touched it.
legit.
Fire.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
care
lie. If you're
Warframe's
willing
fire.
to grind a Warframe and you're
If
willing
you-
to like
yeah.
do it, like me and Javon, we played Warframe for a little bit, and not gonna lie, bro, we're assholes. We took advantage of like this clan that we were in, bro, and we ended up getting like some high tier prime shit, and they just kicked us out because we were never active. And we still kept it.
And
So I
in
got, like, a whole
Neverwinter,
prime.
Jake went crazy in Neverwinter, bro.
Yeah,
And
I was
everybody
trying to get a freaking Loki Prime in that game. That game was like lit. I still play it on PC, so to this day.
Xbox definitely lost a generation. Not-
Xbox,
not-
y'all was trash, bro. You know what's crazy about Xbox? Xbox was so trash that they gave Nintendo enough time to come back and pass them, bro. How did the hell
And
Nintendo
Wow.
was doing
Dead in
so
the
bad?
water. Ever since
Nintendo was
GameCube,
doing so bad.
No,
bad,
ever
right?
since Wii, because we actually had a good
No,
portion
Whoa,
of
whoa,
the
hey,
market.
hey, hey, whoa.
the Wii was not competing with the Xbox 360 or PS2. I'm
It wasn't
sorry.
competing, but the
Actually,
Wii
it
had
had
some games.
It
No,
did.
the
Sports?
The
Check the
Wii
third.
did have
Sports
games.
went off.
The Wii,
We- of
all right,
course.
First of all,
Niggas want to act like
Janai.
Wii Sports didn't go off. Wii
Yo,
Sports
you know what's
went off.
crazy?
It's the best game.
Yo, crazy.
But it came with
crazy,
it.
Janais.
let me tell you something. You
You might
fact
not
that
believe me.
What?
You
Let me
might
tell you
not believe me, but the Wii actually sold more units than PlayStation, and Xbox. I did it for
because it was
case
a
study.
family console.
I don't,
Because
bro. I did
It
a
was
whole
crazy.
Nintendo thing.
It was a
Case
family console.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. The Wii U
I don't
sales were
care.
crazy because the Wii was marketed for a larger audience. It wasn't marketed for gamers.
Bro,
That's
the
why
whole
not a lot of
prospect-
gamers bought it, but it wasn't for them. It's kind of the reason why I think Smash Bros. Ultimate is like one of the like. It doesn't matter if
It's
it's,
the-
for the
it's the
competitive
only
scene.
game.
It's one of the best games because everybody plays Smash Bros.
Exactly.
Everybody.
And
Right?
Well, it's
in
the
theory,
only
You
game
weren't
out there.
getting
Well,
There are people who went out and bought Wii's just to play Smash Bros. Brawl, and it had backwards compatibility. And Melee was a humongous game. Melee was one of the greatest games of all time. And the fact that you could play Melee on a much updated console that didn't have any fucking problems,
meant a lot.
yeah, that right there made the Wii a legitimate seller. And then the Wii U was trash.
But Urban, they did market the Wii really great because I remember seeing commercials, bro, and I was like, yo, this is gonna be amazing. Not knowing the sensor would not be able to pick up on me half the time.
Bro,
Yeah, we not
you
gonna
know what's crazy
I
though?
played
You know
that with
what's crazy?
Hamon.
You know
I
what's
was
crazy?
over Hamon's house
Wii
every
Sports-
weekend.
Wii Sports is still a better game than anything the Xbox One has ever produced.
Yo, chill out.
not even going.
And it's a freaking free game, right? Okay, when you're
All right, here's the thing, right?
how the hell
Here's
did the
thing.
Wii on launch give me more content than the Xbox?
Hear me out.
13
Hear
years
me out.
ago.
How does that work?
Hear me out, right? Realistically speaking, the Xbox One and further don't have like, games that are interesting. Like even me, myself, I play a lot of different kinds of games. I play like roguelites, I play a bunch of Assassin's games, and that's what everybody plays. You know what I'm saying? But I play different kinds of games to try and get a feel. And I definitely understand what you're saying. However, for somebody who's willing to pay like little bits of money here and there, the backwards compatibility lets you get original Xbox games. I mean, real classics. And furthermore, even if you feel like there's no games, you could pay like what? I think it's like 40, 50 bills, I think like a month or something like that for Game Pass. And you get free games every single month.
Honestly, it's only
Yeah,
like
I-
$1.
Triple
I
A
get free
games. Triple
No,
A games.
no.
Not like
Hey,
PlayStation.
AAA games from 7 years ago. All right, but that's not the point.
He's right.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is actually sad. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, I had the Xbox for a long. I got the PlayStation Pro, and within a week, okay, within like a week or a couple days, I had already played more exclusives than I ever bought on the Xbox.
Xbox got Halo,
How'd that work?
Gears, and some trash ass other shit. We don't
I
want
played. First of all, Spider-Man was one of the best games I ever played.
to play it.
Like it's actually a really fun game, and I was actually sad nobody on the Xbox got to enjoy this game. Nobody, because it was actually a really good game.
I feel bad, yeah.
You know what's
Like, I
crazy?
was just like,
I
wow.
hate to say this, but Prototype to me was probably better than any game that Xbox ever released. And that's sad
was
because
on- it was
no,
on
because
Xbox
that's it was.
It was on the Xbox 360. It was
And then
a
became
multiplayer.
exclusive.
Stop.
But then it became exclusive.
No, I think it was a multiplayer. It was on.
It was part of their platinum
Multi-platform?
hits, but it's not exclusive.
No,
Yeah,
it
no,
was
it
exclusive.
was part of. It was on each console.
Okay.
It was on each console, and it was like 360. It was like 360.
No cap. I might have to buy it tonight.
You might have to. That's what you might have to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I never played Prototype 2, but I always wanted to.
I never played Cars. I always wanted to play that on like the PS2.
Yo,
Project
I
Cars.
can't wait till we
No, no, no,
continue this.
Cars.
Why do we not mention Cars? Bro, Cars is actually a
Lightning
crazy
McQueen?
fucking series.
What? Like
This one.
Cars, like the
Lightning
Cars,
McQueen,
bro.
the game.
Cars, the game.
Pixar's
Like, you know
Cars?
the movies,
Yes.
bro. Cars, the
Yes.
game.